Si vous avez jamais dansé, ça peut être compliqué. Hein. Ouais, bon, ça peut être assez compliqué si vous avez...
Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. This video is not about France. It's here. This is a video I took in France, and people, they will dance in a second from now. But I took the music off because I'm trying to answer a question somebody asked me. He said, you're a Middle Eastern, and you came, you know, I mean, you're born in the Middle East, and you live in the West, and you've been around many countries. So what do you think? Who is more conservative? And maybe the gentleman who's asking me, maybe he's thinking to marry a, you know, a Middle Eastern lady. I'm not sure. And he said that like in the West, you see people dancing in the street, or you know, they have naked beaches. They dress less conservative. So who is more conservative, you think? And you know, I find that it's a good chance to talk about this, because it's so clear that we judge by the appearance. You know, in Europe there's many people who they are very conservative, and there is people who they are not conservative at all. But the nice thing about your Western countries, because of a freedom, you know really who is this and who is that. In the Middle East, we do not know, because everybody have to act as he is conservative, because we don't know, we don't have a freedom, you know. It's like election day in the Middle East. It cannot be counted as election day, because everybody knows who is going to win. 10 years before the election, we know who's the winner. So my friend, we cannot really speak about who is more conservative. Give them a freedom, and then we will see how many people of those Middle Eastern like me stay conservative. Freedom is the scale. When you force certain rules on people, then how we know what is their choice? We force the way they dress, the way they talk, the way they eat. Even if we force them to fast, like in some you know, Islamic countries, if you don't fast in Ramadan, you go to jail. So how we will know who is conservative, who is not, who is religious, who is not, who like to be naked in the beach, who is not? There's no way to know unless we have a freedom. Secondly, let us say somebody is not conservative, and somebody, I'm not talking in religious way, I'm talking about you know, somebody, he live his life as he wish, but he can be 1,000,000 times better than a person who claimed to be religious, but he harm people, he use violence, he you know, he teach hate. So you know, conservative, the way I see it, is to be conservative with being right, with the right decision. So if I am conservative in wearing certain clothes, but I am unjust, unfair, unkind, a harmful person, and then all this conservative is nothing but a sheet to cover my shame and my wrong behavior. So don't judge the people by certain things. Maybe it's different from your culture. Certain, you know, like certainly the Bible says, judge people by their fruits. So every individual, he have his own fruits, and from the fruits we shall know them. And about the Asian, I think Asian, they have the same issues with Middle Eastern, but some countries in Asia, they have more freedom maybe from the Middle East, depending on what is the religious status there. But I think they have little less freedom from Europe, let us say. I mean, some countries in Asia, and people, they watch each other about what he said, what she said, but for sure not all. This is what I notice. They have this little bit same as a, you know, Middle Eastern, like we are, all of us, let us say we are Eastern, and Eastern, all of them, they have the same mentality somehow. So conservative, my friend, there's no way to know if we are more conservative in the Middle East from the Western or the opposite, because after you give me freedom, I will let you know. So go and give a freedom for all the hundreds of millions of the Middle East, and then we will see how many of them they will go naked in the beach, how many they will be drinking and dancing on the top of the table, not in the street, how many of them they will be sleeping around. And actually already now they're doing all those things, but it's under the table. So conservative is just a flag, and the appearance sometimes is different from what is under the flag. Thank you, and God bless.